Hey everybody, welcome back to the Julie and Jim Traber podcast. I am Jim Traber, along with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Julie Traber. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
Good. You look very stunning today.
Wow.
The hair looks really nice. And
Thank you.
What's going on?
I showered. I did a blowout today with the hair.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, it's happening less and less these
That's
days.
okay. It doesn't matter. You look good no matter what you do. But
Yeah.
yeah, you look good.
But thank you for noticing
I
that I
had
went
to
to
go
the
away. I had to do a lot of driving today, so
You were in Sayre with our good friends at Rob's Ranch.
one of our sponsors, Rob's Ranch. We love them so much. The man came up to me and said, "Hey, just want to let you know I'm only here because of you."
That's
I
so
said,
wonderful.
"Thank you so much."
I was just going to say the drive is always a chore, but every time you go, you are inspired.
Listen, I wish Rob's Ranch was in our backyard, but it's not. It's out in Sayre, this one, so I get to go out there. But yeah, I don't want to drive 4 hours in a day, but it's great to go out there. It really is.
You wouldn't do it for anybody but Rob's Ranch.
Well, I do it for everyone they tell me to
it.
go to, but Rob's Ranch is definitely worth it. So yeah,
Yeah.
good stuff. Good
Well,
stuff.
welcome home.
Thank you. You had the little tiny boy today. He's getting, man, he can really talk now, man.
Yes, Clyde Cosmo and I hung out while you were in Sayre.
Yep.
We stayed in the house and warm and cozy because that cold front came through. We were bragging last week that our high had been in the 70s. So
Well,
we'd been
we only had
spoiled.
a couple days, though.
And then now it's rolled through and
Yeah.
we're chilly again.
We are chilly, but we're still above
Yes,
normal.
above
we've had an
normal,
incredible winter so far. I know we're going to get lit at some time. February or something, we're going to get hit.
Now,
we can even get cold in March.
We had our first official weekend of poker.
That's right.
We told everybody we were going to Durant, Oklahoma. Durant. We like to say Durant.
That's right.
So you want to fill everybody in on?
Well, I mean, I know it's crazy. I didn't actually win money, but I thought I had a really good poker weekend. I played 3 tournaments, and then I had to rebuy in one of them. But 2 of the ones I didn't cash, and then the third one I made it to the final table. But you don't make a lot unless you win the thing,
right?
Or get up to I always look when I start to get chips amassed. And we get in the money. I always look at the money and I say, I want to finish at least there. I do that every time.
Right.
And I think 5th place was almost $5,000. So I thought, I want that one, at least there.
Right.
And I didn't get there. But I really felt like in every tournament, I built a really good stack. I just felt good.
Well, here's the way I look at it. I feel like if we come home and you're even, which for the most part you were.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
You were close. That's a really good weekend because that means you cashed in a lot of the tournaments. You got your money back, right? Or won some to make up for one. So I felt like it was a pretty good weekend.
I'm telling you, man. I know I've been telling you this for a while, but I'm going to win a big one soon.
I'm ready. I'm excited. So this was really funny. You are a non-professional. You are not a pro.
No.
Poker player.
Although you still think that I might want to do it.
I worry.
I keep telling you, I will never, ever become a professional poker player. I'm not good enough.
It is a fear of mine. But having said that, this was so funny. You had to go through this experience when we were out in Vegas last time. The WSOP has gone to a situation where you have to do everything.
World Series of Poker, by the way. Go ahead.
You have to do everything on an app.
Right. And it's incredibly impressive.
The app is impressive once you get on it.
Right.
But when we went out to Vegas and you had to do this for the first time, I remember you and I went over the night before, thank goodness. And we got this young guy who helped me get your app installed and help me figure out, because obviously you had signed in at some point, you just didn't remember your password. And so it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I sat there while you went and got the lay of the land, and I got you all set up on your app.
Right.
So you were ready for this event.
And what's unbelievable, just let me tell people, because there might be some poker player, listen, if you're going to go to the World Series of Poker, download their new app. It's called World Series of Poker, WSOP Plus. And it's incredible. If there's a line of 50 people at your tournament, or maybe they're looking for something, you can take the thing if you want to do your credit card or if you want to do money. Now, if you want to do money, you got to give money somewhere.
They put it on your account.
That's right. That's right. You show it to them. Here's the money.
Sign up for the tournaments on the app.
And then they tell you your
But
seat.
the reason I bring this up.
I know.
So Sunday, the last day, you did not play in this one because we had to come home, but a friend of ours did. And it was the senior
The
event.
senior event, all over 50. And let me tell you something, a lot of them are 70.
And the funniest thing is I'm sitting there with my friend's wife. He's playing in this one and he is like blowing her phone up. So mad. But there's like hundreds of seniors up there
Standing
being
out there.
told
Yeah.
you can't just pay to get into this tournament. They have to download this app.
First time it's ever been done for here.
Yes. And what a mess.
They had 100 old men standing around up there like a bunch of cows, like herding. Like, oh, what are we supposed to do?
They're so mad. They were like, I just want to play poker.
Yeah, I just rolled down here just for an hour and a half. I want to play in this tournament.
Why do I have to download an app?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny. I wish I had videoed it because you even went by like hours later and there were still
people lined up, yeah.
Because they were having to one by one go and help all these old guys
It was
download an app.
It was incredible, man. It really was.
You felt like the young buck, didn't you? Because you knew what you were doing.
I got this all done. I'm ready to go.
You knew.
Yep, the 64-year-old tech man that I am.
That was hilarious. So one other thing that I wanted to bring up. You really lost your mind one day this week. You came into the house. Well, on this specific thing, you came into the house and you kissed me hello, and then you immediately started sniffing and saying that there was a really bad smell. And you just kept going with it. You start going all over the house, sniffing.
Sometimes I find things.
Sniffing. But I mean, you were starting to make me paranoid. Like,
yeah, that's what's ridiculous
I'm
about
smelling
this.
myself.
This woman always smells
I'm
good.
like, are you telling me I'm smelling? So I finally said, what is it exactly that you're smelling? And do you remember what you told me?
I don't remember exactly.
You said it kind of smells like Clorox and dirt.
And sweat.
Like a mixture.
Yeah, it was like Clorox and sweat and dirt. Yeah. It was funky.
Jay, this went on for a long period of time.
And then I'm smelling
He's
my
like,
shirt.
Is it me?
Under my arms. I'm like, what is going on?
So I have something to share with you.
Yeah, so you just listen to this, Jay. You're going to love this. She had to go to the stupid ChatGPT or whatever. Go ahead.
I've discovered what's wrong with you. You have a new problem. Phantasmia. Phantasmia. It's used to describe olfactory hallucinations. So it's when you're smelling things that actually aren't there, that no one else can smell. That's you. You've got this.
You know what this story reminds me of?
What's that?
We've told this story on here before, but I'm going to tell it again. Our daughter, Caitlin, when she was young, she always had all these pains and everything, right? And we didn't realize two things were really bad. She had scoliosis in her daggone back. I mean, this is embarrassing.
We felt guilty as parents.
We felt really
later.
guilty. And she also had like bad growing pains and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She was the tallest of my children.
But she complained all the time.
She was a little bit of a whiner there for a while.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, it feels so bad. And then you tell people exactly what you said to her.
One night I'm tucking her in bed and she was telling me all of her woes.
Right. What's hurting?
And I said, you know what I think it is, sweetie? I think you're a hypochondriac. And she said,
what is that?
And I said, well, that's when your legs hurt and your back hurts and your head hurts and your neck hurts. And she goes, yep, that's what I've got. All right.
That was so beautiful. But I'm thinking now, going back to our story, you're thinking that that's what I'm going to say back to you.
Here's what I'm telling you.
That's what I got. Phasmatamia or whatever it is.
This is a real thing. So it happens to a lot of people.
Notice, by the way, it's related to fantasy. Fantasy. See what I'm saying?
No, I think it's, I guess phanto. So it's a phantom smell.
But it is with P. Yeah, phantom. That's right.
It's a phantom smell. But basically, quite a few people have this. And they said that you can detect pleasant odors, but for the most part, people with this experience bad odors.
Okay, I'm looking dead in this camera. I want to say to you right now, for all of our wonderful viewers, we love you all so much. I want at least one of you to go to Instagram at Jim Traber, and tell me that you do the same thing as me. Okay, I want to see if there's anybody out there.
If they have the same issue.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, here's what I was going to say is that a lot of people say that the number one thing they smell is something burning, something burned.
Burning feathers?
Burning feathers.
Remember that?
Yeah. or foul or rotten or a chemical
There
or
you go.
sewage.
Oh, sewage, huh?
Yours was just so specific when you said Clorox and dirt. That was an interesting combo.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but it was following me around. So I thought it was me.
I take it seriously because I went through a short phase after the car accident. I talked to my physical therapist about this because I thought I was going insane. I would smell burning popcorn. And I would say, is anyone cooking popcorn? Does anyone else smell popcorn? Nobody smelled popcorn. This went on for almost a week for me. And so one of the things is it can be from if you had a head injury, it can cause this.
Oh, I've had a head injury.
So there's different medical conditions, but here's where I think I've solved it for you.
Really?
If you have a B12 deficiency, it can cause this.
Really?
But your smelling mechanism it's been going crazy lately. There's a lot of you smelling things lately.
Yeah.
Would you say that's true?
Yeah, no, my nose is really powerful right now. I don't know why. I mean, I can smell a lot of things. And by the way, I got one side of my nose that never is really open. You know? Seriously. You know, when I was younger, if I laid on this side would fill up and this would be clean. If I laid on that side, I'd do the other. But now, this side over here, I think I have a deviated septum.
Oh, let's not say that.
Yeah. But over here, clear as a whistle. Clear as a whistle.
Well, anyway, this is just a new condition that we've discovered about Jim.
Aren't you glad I can smell good? If I didn't smell good, if I couldn't smell right, then I'd be walking around smelling like a pig and not knowing.
No, I would tell you.
Have you ever met a man, especially an older man, that cares more about how they smell than me?
You're very hypersensitive about smell. Almost.
I smell good.
Almost to a fault.
Oh, here we go.
Almost.
Really? Because of the spray?
We've talked about this. Jay agreed with me. I'm not. There's no need
you're right.
to go into it again.
Okay.
Jim overindulges in the body spray.
Only because it goes away. I have a long day. Let me explain. Right now, smell. Come over here. Just get a little sniff right there. Smell it. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, you smell
and
great.
And guess what? It's late. I put it on 10 hours ago.
I appreciate your smell right now. But what I'm saying is early in the morning, I almost have to just hold my breath.
But listen to me. If I only put a little bit on, then right now I smell disgusting. I have to be good all day. So you're right. In the beginning, it's a little strong.
Overpowering. Yeah.
But as the day goes along, I still smell good.
We found a happy medium for our relationship.
This is ridiculous.
Jim has to leave the room to spray himself.
We're in our hotel room, and I got to walk into outside in the hallway to put my spray on. Hey, fellas, by the way.
Don't do it near me.
I'm letting y'all know, man. What's it called? Bath and what's it called?
Don't tell everybody. You want to have your signature scent.
Yeah, you're right. There's this, I'm telling you what, man, this scent that I've got now, tell them, is it not awesome?
It smells really good.
Fellas, I wish you could smell that right there. Wow, that's good. I can't stand, there are two things, actually there's more than that, but there's a few things that through my lifetime that I cannot stand about old people, okay? And the number one is smell. And especially if they smell like mothballs.
Yeah. I feel like the mothball smell has gone away. Like that used to be a thing. Like my grandmother.
Remember, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because my grandmother would store her stuff in there.
But don't you admit old people smell is funky?
Can be.
Yeah. Well, I'm never going to
Can I just say this?
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like that's the older generation of yesteryear.
What
like
is?
I feel
funky
like
people? I've been around old people that stink.
I feel like people are more, are just better at taking care of themselves longer nowadays.
More aware?
Yeah. But I will tell you, we've said this before on air, and we got a lot of negative comments about us talking about old people smelling. The reason we feel like we can say this is we are now in that category.
I was telling Julie the other day, when I was young, I thought a 64-year-old man was literally ancient. I mean, I thought, 64? Wow, man, you are really, and now I'm 64. So I can say, if you get mad at me, I don't care. I'm one of those old men that can say anything.
You've hit that age where you really have to be aware.
I did that a little while ago, yeah. I think I hit that maybe in the neighborhood. Between 55 and 60, I started to go, yeah. I remember one day that I don't know what happened, whether I forgot to, I don't ever forget to put on deodorant, but some way I didn't put it on and I went out in the world and I came this close to driving to a CVS to get, I was like, gee, am I starting to stink? I can't stand it. I don't like people that are funky.
Yeah. Yeah. You really do obsess about smell. And I appreciate that because you are a very good smelling guy.
How would you like it if you and I were in the bed and we were having relations and I stunk? That would be horrible.
I would say something to you.
While we were having relations?
I would probably after say, sweetie, you might want to go shower
before?
up. Yeah.
Okay. Out of 365 days in a year, I shower 360 of them. Would you agree?
I was going to say 363 maybe.
There's about 3 or 4 or 5 days a year where, especially if I'm sick. Now, if I have a surgery or something, then that goes. But
I don't count that. Yeah.
But if I have a year of being good, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and it's only like on a Saturday where I wake up at 10:30, come out here, put the blanket on me with you, and never leave the house, right?
Right.
But aren't you glad I'm not a stanky?
You're a good smelling fellow. Yes, I like it.
I can't stand stank. Don't like it.
I wish we would do a few less squirts on the spray, but I'm not gonna.
You want to smell? Smell like I smell.
I'm not gonna make a big deal about it.
That is really nice.
So we've got a big week this week for you and me.
Man, it's unbelievable. We do too much.
It's
when
too
are we
much.
Gonna rest?
What's going on? We just said how old we are. And
yeah, I know. Well, tomorrow night we're going to see, what's his name? John Thune?
We didn't realize when we booked these tickets that our kids were going to give us other tickets and they were going to be back to back.
Right.
But when we went to see Nate Bargatze, however you pronounce his name, Nick Thune is his name.
Nick Thune.
He was one of the guys that opened for him. A couple weeks ago, we went to see Derek Stroop.
He's great, man.
In Tulsa, he opened for him, and we loved him. So we're going to see Nick Thune tomorrow night.
I'm sure you guys probably you've at least heard of the guy. He's the guy that plays the guitar the whole
just
time
kind of talks
and talks while he plays the guitar.
Really dry sense of humor.
And he is really funny. Yeah,
so
we're going to see him tomorrow at the Comedy Club.
But for Christmas, our kids, Chet and Chelsea, gave us Seinfeld tickets.
We're going to Seinfeld again.
How many times have we gone to see?
I think this is at least 4. 3 or 4.
I think it's more than that.
Do you more?
I think we've seen him maybe, this will be our 5th time maybe.
We've seen him a lot. Every time it's different too.
Yes.
But he's not going to our big place. If you're not from Oklahoma City.
It's really crazy.
We have Paycom Arena where you see the Oklahoma City Thunder play. It seats about 18,000. Yeah, where the big people come. And you don't get any bigger than Seinfeld. Matter of fact, one of the times we saw him was in Paycom. But the crazy thing is he's playing at the Civic Center, which is where all the Broadway plays come.
Right.
And it's decent size, but it's not near as big as the Paycom. But I don't know. Maybe he wants to play smaller places. I don't know. But
it's not like he needs the money.
No, I am fired up to see him.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So good.
So yeah, back-to-back nights, we're going to be going to comedy clubs.
The best thing about this, people, is, I think if you listen to our podcast, you know that we are Christians and we don't believe in some of the crappy things that are going on in our world right now. And, some of these comedians, all they do is just cuss.
Yeah.
And one of the things I love about comedians that don't cuss is that it's harder. I really believe that. I think if you cuss, you can make people laugh a lot easier. But when Seinfeld's the main guy or Nate Bargatze, they don't let the people under him cuss either.
Yeah.
They're not
it's
one
usually
cuss word.
a very clean show.
That's right. So we love it.
With one exception. We took our girls. You and I made some questionable choices as parents.
We did. You're right. Green Mile was the worst.
We've talked about how strict we were as parents, but then we would just
you were strict.
Let the guard down sometimes. But
that was your dad's fault about Green Mile.
We were in Las Vegas. You remember this? I bought tickets to see Seinfeld. He was at Caesar's Palace.
Yep.
And he's so clean that I was like,
sure, bring the girls.
Can go.
Yeah. Were they in high school?
I would always bring them with me.
They high school?
Probably middle school to high school. Yeah.
High school, I think. Yeah.
Anyway.
Who opened?
I can't remember who opened, but they were not the cleanest acts.
They were not clean.
I don't know that he had any control over that, and that was a little inappropriate.
There's nothing more embarrassing to be with your kids when people are like doing bad. Like if you're watching TV and you don't expect it, and they start having sex. To sit next to even the kids now, they're in their 30s.
Well, I fast forward it.
Well, that's right. We still do it.
As
that's
adults.
They're 30 and they're in their 30s, and we still go by it.
They're as uncomfortable as I am.
I would be uncomfortable with my mom.
We were with my mom and dad too. My mom and dad went to that show.
They did?
Yes.
I didn't remember that.
We were at Infocom.
Right.
So
I
the
know
whole
that,
family was there. They all came.
Yeah.
So
That is so uncomfortable, man, to be with your
Luckily,
kids.
my dad couldn't hear anything, so he missed half the show. But yeah, we did some questionable things. But so we introduced our kids to Seinfeld at a very young age, and it's really cool. It's like full circle.
Well, the oldest,
Chet and
Chelsea, that gave us the tickets for this.
They're going to this too.
They have watched every Seinfeld, just like we used to tell them about the show, and they were all like, "No, I don't know." Now they've watched every episode.
And it's cool because for Christmas they gave us tickets, and then they gave his parents tickets. And so it's a whole family thing tomorrow night, Friday night. But I'm very excited. So in honor of that, and in honor of the new year, last week we were talking about communication, which is a big thing to work on.
And I'm telling you, we have communicated unbelievably this week. I mean, it's been unbelievable. Everything I've done has been, okay, let me talk to Julie. Oh, yeah. Big time communicating.
Are you being silly right now?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you were being serious.
But I am being a good communicator.
You're always a pretty good communicator.
Yeah, I think so.
But the second thing that's a good reminder for the beginning of the year and to kick it off right is you and I have said this a lot on this podcast. We really believe in laughing together. Like we think that's a big...
Love to laugh.
Yeah.
Which is a great song.
We
love to laugh. Ha, 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 ha. What a great song, man. From Mary Poppins.
But we love comedians. It's a little outrageous that we're going to see this many in such a short period of time.
Back-to-back nights. Oh, by the way, waking up Saturday morning, probably about 6:30 or 7, and driving all the way to Durant, and then playing in a poker tournament the whole day.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm strong like bull.
There you go. So in honor of that, we thought we could start the laughter a little bit sooner. Because we were talking so much about Seinfeld this week, because we're getting fired up. We're getting ready for the date night. But I saw this fun thing that came across my feed, and it was this guy talking about his top 3 sitcoms of all time. And then I was reading the comments underneath, and he was just getting killed for his top 3.
What were his top 3?
I didn't write this down because it's really not that important.
Maybe we should save this for another podcast.
But I was curious, like, okay, well, what does ChatGPT say? So I asked ChatGPT to basically combine.
Should I worry about ChatGPT? Because you kind of talk to him all the time, right? Should I worry about him?
It's not a person, sweetie.
I don't know. I think it might be.
But the thing that it does is in seconds, it will look through all the lists. So I asked it to combine all the lists and to tell me the top 20 sitcoms of all time.
Okay.
And I thought that was interesting. So I thought we could talk tonight and see how your we're not going to do all top 20, but the top 10, but your top 3 specifically, my top 3, and see how that fares with this. But we did a fun thing.
We did.
On your show, you did a poll today.
No, on Instagram you did a poll.
On Instagram, sorry.
And I
but
talked about it on my show.
Yeah.
And we got a huge amount of response.
Yeah. We got over 1,000 in a short period of time.
Yeah, really short. And we basically asked, what's your favorite sitcom? Now, if you're one of the people that said Criminal Minds, that's not a sitcom.
They missed the assignment.
And what was the other one? What was
Beretta.
Beretta? Not a sitcom. Sitcom means situational comedy.
Oh, wow. I love that you know that.
You didn't think I knew that?
I know.
You think you married an idiot? Is that what you think? Is that what you're talking about here? You've been with me for over 30 years and you don't know that I would know situational comedy?
Okay. So I listed some of the ones that did not make the top 10 in the big list.
That the people said?
That the people said.
All right.
So Beretta being the first one.
Beretta.
Here's an oldie, Sanford and Son.
See, I like Sanford and Son.
I did too. I can hear the music in my head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was one. What was his wife's name?
I'm coming to meet you, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth! I'm coming to meet you, Elizabeth! I'm coming to meet you.
Was it Wheezy?
Wheezy. That was Wheezy. Yeah. No, Wheezy was in another. Wheezy was in Jefferson.
Oh, now you're going to have to look.
You
Wheezy's
put the two
Jefferson.
Yeah, Wheezy's is Jefferson.
You're right.
Yeah, Wheezy is Jefferson's.
But
Elizabeth.
You know
was
what's funny? Because I've said on here I wasn't allowed to watch TV growing up.
But you could watch Sanford and Son?
No, my dad would make us go back to the bedrooms because they could shut the door off.
Yeah.
And he would turn on whatever he wanted to.
And he liked Sanford and Son.
I think that's called hypocrite. But
no, it's called being older and being able to make the rules.
But my brother and I would open the little door from the bedrooms and we would watch whatever he was watching. And one of his shows was Sanford and Son. And I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, it was a good show.
It's a great show.
Red Fox, very underrated comedian.
Okay,
he used to do stand up.
I know that.
In Vegas a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been fun to go to.
Oh, he was really good. Yeah.
Okay, here's one. I'm curious to see if you watched this.
Okay.
Wings.
No, I thought it was dumb. I really did. I thought it was dumb. And the dude had his feathered hair. That's why
I thought he was cute.
The women listen, you can see it in her face.
Cute.
I've been around her a long time. Get a close up of that face. When she makes that little face, she gets a little twinkle, starts to turn a little red. Whenever she likes a show or whatever because there's a cute guy, that's what she looks like right there.
I just couldn't believe that somebody actually said that was their favorite sitcom of all time.
That show was not for me. I tried to watch it. It wasn't any good.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Because I do radio. It's like a radio station, but that was a good show.
Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah, she was hot. But the dudes in it were funny, man.
Yeah, that was a funny show.
I like WKRP.
Jay and I were talking while he was setting up, and it's funny how many of these shows I watched on reruns, like as an adult, since I wasn't allowed to watch them. Yeah. But I still enjoyed them as an adult when they were already off the air.
Listen,
WKRP is one of them.
That's the definition of a great show.
Yeah.
If it goes through the test of time,
exactly.
Well, then it's a great show.
Now here's one: 2.5 Men. I was never a fan of that show.
Well, the dude is an idiot. The main guy is an idiot.
But before we knew how big of an idiot, I still didn't like him.
Yeah, you're right. It was okay. I didn't like it.
I just didn't. That was not my show, but a lot of people named 2.5 Men.
They didn't treat women very good in that show.
Here's one, Scrubs.
Yeah,
I never really watched that show.
It wasn't big for me. I tried it. It wasn't.
Were you a Scrubs guy, Jay?
Yeah, you liked it.
I've never really watched that one. Happy Days. Monday, Tuesday, Happy Days.
I liked Happy Days.
I wasn't allowed to watch that one because they thought Fonzie was bad.
Yeah, no, he was bad.
He really wasn't.
No, in a good way.
Later, when I watched it, I'm like, this is the most wholesome show.
It really is wholesome. Yeah.
Why did my
Richie
parents...
Cunningham, are you kidding me? Richie Cunningham and his mom and dad. I mean, they were unbelievable.
Why was that such a sinful show? I don't understand.
It got a little racy towards the end with the Aaron
Chachi. Joni and Chachi.
And then they turned it into Joni and Chachi.
Right.
But I think that was just a test of time because they had to get a little bit racy because things were changing a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, here's one of Jay's. Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me because
I get so tired of you telling this story.
Well, then I won't tell it then.
Okay, thank you. He stole your life.
Okay.
You've never seen the show.
He had a mullet. He played baseball in Mexico. Okay? All right?
Jim thinks that
the other one was for sure. The movie was for sure.
The show stole his life.
The only difference was he was a pitcher and I was a hitter. That's it.
Huh.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it's like they talked to me.
There's a joke there somewhere.
Is there really? Notice I'm a hitter. Big league.
Okay. Anyway, Married with Children. That's a classic.
I mean, I love and marriage. I love it. I love Ed Bundy. I think he was just he was the definition of a disgusting, chauvinistic pig. That's what he was.
Yeah.
And she was the definition of an airhead.
Yeah.
And then the daughter, who turned out to be a pretty good actress.
Yeah.
She was the little slut girl who was the thing.
Don't use that word.
She was. That's what she was.
She was a little, yeah.
Say it. Say it.
Anyway, we'll just go right over that one. Okay, Hogan's Heroes. That's a classic.
That's one of my top ones.
That was one my dad would allow us to watch.
I loved Hogan's Heroes.
It was a great show.
I see nothing.
I thought it was so awesome. And I also, as a young child, had a crush on Hogan. Was that his
Robert Crane?
Yeah.
Oh, he was big.
I thought he was the coolest.
He was Colonel Hogan.
Yes.
But there were a lot of other great people in that.
they were.
Like
It was such
Schultz was great.
a great cast. The whole
Great
cast.
concept too.
Colonel Clink.
Colonel Clink.
He was awesome. Yeah. Okay. Home Improvement.
It's okay.
It was a cute show.
Yeah, not bad. He's good. He's funny.
It would not have been in my. It wouldn't if you said number one.
Right. Well, all different people have different tastes.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah.
So, yeah.
I watched that one with the kids. South Park.
Never.
Now,
don't like it at all.
I need to
That's a
say
bad.
this right up front. Jim and I are in agreement on this. We do not like cartoons
We
for
don't.
adults.
I know Jay Pitts does. I don't like any of them.
Yes. So
And there's people that just love them.
Love
like, what's
it.
the other? What are a couple of the other ones? King of the Hill.
The Simpsons, a lot of grown-ups.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Park, did we?
Yeah,
oh, that's the one we
it,
just
yeah.
said. Yeah.
South Park is a little bit raunchy.
I don't know. I've not watched
No, it's
it.
raunchy. Trust me, it's raunchy.
But somebody said that. Veep. That's one
That's
with our
with our
girl,
girl, yeah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
I will just tell y'all, be mad at me if you want to, but it's way too far to the left from me. I'm sorry. I'm
But
much
we've
more
never watched
conservative.
it to know.
I know about the show.
Anyway, a lot of people named Veep. And then here's one. I couldn't wait. I was surprised I didn't see this one on any list. But Mama's Family. I loved that show.
Well, you know how I feel about Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett,
Vicki Lawrence.
she used
Harvey
to could
Korman.
make me laugh. Like her, yeah, they would get to giggling, and it was the best. I
mean,
loved that.
She was, I think Carol Burnett's one of the most talented people that's ever been put on the planet. And Vicki Lawrence was really good at what she did, too. And Harvey Korman was, he could never stop laughing. So,
And then here's a couple that did not make the list.
by the way, I didn't mention Conway, who was the little howdy boy. Remember him?
yeah.
Conway. He was great, yeah.
Now, here's a couple that didn't make your listeners list either. That was surprising.
Okay.
Taxi,
Well, that's a great show.
Golden Girls. I
No,
couldn't
thank
beleave
you.
that.
I
I
would
love
never-
Golden Girls.
Well, remember, most of them were men that were telling me. Not many men were
Mary
watching
Tyler Moore,
That's another one I loved.
The Cosby Show.
Yeah, no, I can't believe the Cosby Show. Maybe because Bill Cosby has turned
We're
into
not
such
allowed
a pig.
to. Yeah, we have to just. He got canceled, so we can't ever talk about that. But that was a great show.
Yes, it
I
was.
loved that show. Dick Van Dyke. I know you were a big fan.
I love Dick Van Dyke.
And then It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That made a
there's
lot of the
people that
national
love
lists,
that one,
and
yeah.
I've never watched that. Have you?
That's with the little guy you don't like very much.
Which one?
Who? DeVito.
Oh, maybe that's why I've never watched it.
Yeah, he's not. Don't mix him up with the other guy you don't like, Pesci.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like Pesci.
You don't like Pesci, but
I like DeVito.
I didn't think you liked DeVito.
Yeah, I
well,
like
you
him.
should watch it. It's fun. I've never watched it, but a lot of people like it. I know.
Okay, well, let's get into the nitty gritty.
All right.
Okay.
Are we going to give ours or?
This is the top 10 we're going to get
'Cause
to.
you're
But
just stealing
before I
all
do
mine.
that, I want you to tell me your top 3.
Seinfeld 1, Curb Your Enthusiasm 2, Hogan's Heroes 3. And really, 3 could have gone a couple different ways. I'll tell you a show that you haven't mentioned. I like the Bob Newhart show. I thought he was hilarious. I love Bob Newhart. I thought he was really funny. And then there was another one. What was the other one that was on right after Bob Newhart? I can't remember. Anyway, by the way, Happy Days should definitely be in the top 10. Happy Days was a great
Wasn't
show.
it a great show?
It changed like a lot of things. And for people, like people with leather jackets and being cool, they were cool. Maybe they weren't the guys that were like Hell's Angels or anything. There was a lot of stuff in that show that was really cool. So what are your top 3?
My top 3, obviously, number 1 for me is Seinfeld.
Right.
Number 2 is The Office.
I should have said Office.
And number 3, it's a toss-up. But if I'm going to go more modern, which I think I am, it's going to be Modern Family.
That's a good show, too.
And here's what I base it on. Any one of those 3 shows, if they're on TV and I'm not watching anything and I just want background noise, I will put one of those 3 shows on all the time. And they always make me laugh.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I just feel like that's a test for me of a sitcom.
Now, you know what I thought was
I want
interesting?
to watch them again.
As I was looking at those during my show today, where the people were putting on them there, and I will bet you that this is high on this list. And neither one of us, I like it, you really don't, but I haven't heard anybody mention MASH.
That's exactly right.
And I would bet it's in this top 10.
So a lot of people did mention it did not make the top 10.
That is crazy.
But you know what?
15 years ago, it might have been the
Can
number
I say
one for
something to
people.
you? Jay and I were discussing this beforehand. MASH was interesting because I know it was considered a comedy, but to me, there was a lot of serious topics.
Serious, very serious. And matter of fact, it fell apart at the end when Alan Alda started writing it because he got way too serious.
Yeah, I almost felt like it was more dramatic a lot of times.
But it was funny.
There were funny parts to it.
With hot lips and
But when you're talking
Frank.
about comedy, like when you're comparing it to the ones we're naming, that one seemed more like a drama.
Well, usually when there's a comedy, they don't go in and do surgery on some dude whose heart is been ripped by something. You know?
And talk about really serious issues. But I do think it changed a lot of things back then when it came out.
No, it was
one of
huge.
a kind.
It was huge.
The
It was a
first of
huge
its
show.
kind,
Yeah,
right?
It was a huge show. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, absolutely. So let's go through this one.
All right, going up from 10.
So this is a
10
top
up,
10,
right?
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, number 10 is one that I've watched. I don't know if you have. And remember, this list is compiled from there because there is no official list. It's like everybody does their own list. And so this was taken from the Rolling Stones, TV Guide, IMDb, BBC, Critic, and fan polls like on Reddit and things. So they did a combination.
Okay.
So number 10 is 30 Rock.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Did you watch that one?
I don't know. It wouldn't be in my top 10, but it was
agree.
okay. It was funny.
I liked it. I'm a big Tina Fey
Yeah,
fan.
Tina Fey's really good.
I like her. And so I feel like the cast of that one was great.
I agree with you. That's when Alec Baldwin won off his rocker.
I was going to say, like, he's such a, like, in real life, he's obviously a mess.
He's a lunatic. But you're
I
right.
love him on shows.
He's done some really good stuff in his life. He's the best of the brothers, and he's done some really good stuff.
Yeah, he's very funny.
But I'll tell you what, he is off
His
as a
comedic
rocker.
timing is
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's good, yeah.
You just don't want to face him with a gun in his hand.
Or anything.
You know what I mean?
Really. I don't think you want to face him with anything.
Yeah. Okay, number 9 is mine, Modern Family.
All right.
I love that one.
I'm cool with that.
You know what? I really did not.
That was a great cast.
I did not get into Modern Family when it first came out. I watched it a couple times and thought it was funny. And it's one of those shows that as it started coming on with reruns, I got more into it.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that I was on Instagram and you know who popped up? The little girl, and she's old now. And she's kind of off her rocker a little bit.
Yes,
but
she is. She's gotten apparently she's not a nice person in real life.
seemed like she wasn't very nice. But anyway,
But
yeah,
it
she
wasn't
popped
the
up.
kids that I watched it for. I love the adult cast.
Oh, the adult cast was great.
Was just, yeah, you're right.
Phil was one of the funniest dudes you'll ever meet.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. And then, of course, Ed Bundy, again, was really good.
Yeah, no.
And Sofia Vergara, I'm sure a lot of people watch her to look at her, but she is funny, too, in her own way, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's just they all play off of each other, which is what a sitcom should
And that
do.
Stonebridge guy, he's hilarious.
So good. Yeah. It's just a great cast.
It is
I love that one.
very good show.
Okay, number 8. You and I got into this one on the reruns. Frasier.
I got a lot of Frasers today.
Yes.
People. Yeah,
a lot of people said Frasier.
Frasier's a really good show, man. The father is hilarious. What's the brother? What's his name? Niles was great.
Niles. Good job, Jay.
Niles was great. And then they had Niles. Remember the woman that he was married to?
Uh-huh.
And then what's Frasier's girl that worked with him?
I don't know. I didn't write down all the names. Roz. There you go.
No, good job, Jay. That was a good.
That's a really good
again,
one.
radio again for me. So yeah, I liked it. Yeah, good.
No, I loved that one. Here's one that is on every list. And I'm just going to say for the record, I hated this show.
Okay.
Hated it.
What is it?
It's an old one. Can you guess what it's going to be? It's really old.
All in the Family.
Yes.
That's because you're not old enough.
I hated that show. I mean, the way he talked to his wife, I just was like,
sweetie, let me tell you something. I knew people when
that
I was
behaved
little
that way.
that were exactly like that.
Yeah, I probably did too. In reverse.
What? The woman was that way?
The
and
women
man?
were yelling at their husband like that. In
Well, I'm
Georgia?
saying-
Heck yeah.
I'm just saying that it was a very political show. They were way ahead of their time. Archie Bunker was just the biggest bigot you've ever seen in your life. And back then, you could do that. You couldn't have that show now.
Yeah, probably not.
But it is one of the best shows of all time.
That was what everybody said, is that was one of those shows that kind of changed television.
Absolutely. It definitely changed.
But I have never been a fan. Like,
that's fine.
I don't think
that's one of those things you either like or you hate.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think I've ever watched an episode all the way through.
Edith Bunker.
Yes. The most annoying voice of all time.
Archie, yeah, that was terrible.
Terrible. Okay, number 6, The Simpsons. It's number 6.
Just not me. I mean, millions and millions and millions of people love it, but I just can't get into it.
It's a phenomenon because a lot of people talk about this. This one in South Park, that they will predict things before they happen on there. That they're so in touch with what's happening in the world.
They do things. You're right. That's
but
exactly
in a comedic way.
Yeah.
But
Simpsons will have a lot of voices on of people too, like big famous people and stuff.
Guest appearances. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I heard a couple of, I can't remember who it is, but it was big actors that were talking and saying, "Gosh, I really thought I really made it when they used my voice on The Simpsons." I mean, they were, like, the big people wanted to go on that show.
They want to go on for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a feather in their cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy who did all that and does a lot of those real voice, what's his name? The main guy, the
he
real
does
person.
A lot of the characters, yeah.
He is so weird. Hank Azaria does voice, but who's the other guy? No, I can't remember. But anyway, he's weird. But though it's impressive what they did with those voices. And then, of course, the animation is beyond belief. So I don't really like it that much, but man, it's a powerful show.
Absolutely. Okay. Number 4, and we got a lot of these, okay? A lot of your listeners wrote in this one, and our good friend Diane Carlson said this one is her very favorite. I Love Lucy.
Well, you have to be old, obviously very old. I mean, this show is older than me. I mean, it's like...
I don't think you do have to be old. I think, like, for a lot of people...
I don't think they run it anymore, though.
My point is that, like, I watched that with my grandmother. So I think that there's a nostalgia that comes with it because maybe you watched it with your parents or you watched it with your grandparents. I don't think you necessarily have to be old to appreciate it, but it is definitely old comedy.
Lucille Arnaz, Lucille Ball, she was she was the first one before Carol Burnett. But then Desi was kind of an idiot. But I loved Ethel and Fred Mertz. Yeah. I loved Fred and Ethel. I every time Fred came out, I was like, I love the guy, man.
Yeah. I just like Lucy and Ethel together.
Yeah,
they would get into some shenanigans.
They were so stereotyped.
Yeah, they
were. That's what they were from back then. Very stereotyped. And notice there weren't many guests. There weren't a lot of people on the show.
You know
like Seinfeld has all these people, but they didn't do a lot.
Was it stereotypes or was it just the way life was back then? I mean,
stereotyping from then. Yeah.
Right. I just think that was life back then, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was the original sitcom. I mean, like a true.
It was up. Yeah. I mean,
not delving into serious topics and trying to like break boundaries.
Slept in different beds. That's what they all did.
Okay. So
I really messed up when I gave my top 3, but go ahead.
You can change it afterwards. You can change it. Number 3, The Office.
We both love that.
This is one that to this day, it doesn't matter if I see bloopers from it, if I just see a clip from it, this show just makes me laugh. The cast makes me laugh. But I remember we had bought these on DVD. Do you remember? This is how old we are.
Yeah.
When I was flying a lot to see you with the Diamondbacks, I was flying out back and forth. I would take my little player and I would watch them. And it was just really hard to not be laughing out loud. Like I would have tears coming down my face laughing and on the plane, just trying to like contain myself.
It's a tremendous show. So much talent, so many people that are so funny in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, when they first brought that over to the United States, everybody thought, no way, Ricky Gervais, he's too talented. You can't find anybody. And then, of course, Steve Carell just did a great job. But Ricky Gervais, have you ever watched one of those?
I have not.
You should watch it.
I mean, I say that. I have watched it, but I think you would probably have to, because it's so different that you're not expecting it.
Right, yeah.
Like Steve Carell took it to another level.
He did. But Ricky Gervais is really funny.
He's funny. I love him.
Talk about not good language and stuff, but he's really funny.
Yeah, he's very funny. Okay, number 2 is Friends.
See, I never got into that show.
I've never been a Friends fan. I was telling Jay this, when Friends came out and everyone my age loved Friends, I couldn't relate because I was already a mother. Like I couldn't relate to those characters at all.
Just having a single life and running around.
Just being completely shallow individuals. You know, that was not the life that I lived. And so I guess just because I didn't relate to it, I never got into it.
It wasn't a question of me relating. I just didn't like it. I just didn't really didn't do much for me.
Most people my age, because all of those characters are my age for the most part, they loved that show. I was having babies at that age, so I just couldn't relate. Yeah. But it's on every list for sure.
Everybody loved it. A lot of people loved it. I just couldn't get into it. It just didn't do a lot for me.
It was never my show. And then number 1, almost on every list, is Seinfeld.
It has to be. I think it's the greatest. I think that people, if you talk to an 80-year-old guy who is a critic, he will tell you the top 2 are Seinfeld and All in the Family. Oh,
see, I think critics didn't want to like Seinfeld.
Yeah. Well, they had to because it was so good.
Eventually, they had to give it up. But...
Okay, I did not put one show in there that I had to put in.
Tell me.
The Dick Van Dyke Show.
I mentioned that earlier.
But I didn't put it in mine.
You're right. I was surprised you loved the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Well, first of all, I had a massive crush on Mary Tyler Moore, and I love the Mary Tyler Moore Show, too. I just thought that she was the most classy, talented, the way she could dance and everything. I just thought she was amazing, man. I really did. And then Dick Van Dyke, to me, is I think maybe one of the most talented actors of all time. I mean, what he did in Mary Poppins and some of the things that he did were just beyond belief. So I love both of those shows, but I should have put Dick Van Dyke in there. I didn't, I was thinking about it a little bit today, but I probably didn't think hard enough. So
here's just a quick list of some others that didn't get mentioned, but Big Bang Theory.
Hate it.
Me too. Parks and Recreation. That's a fun one.
You like that? I didn't really get into that one.
Arrested Development.
Now that's one that you loved.
No, I've tried to love it.
Oh, I thought you liked it. Isn't that with
It's
Jim
with
Carrey and the stuff?
No, it's with Jason Bateman.
Oh, you would leave me for Jason Bateman.
I would not leave you for Jason Bateman, but I do like some Jason Bateman.
You love Jason Bateman.
But I couldn't get into that show. Everybody said, "Oh, you'll love it," and I can't get into it.
What's the comedy show with Jim Carrey where he played the fireman?
Oh, that's just like
In Living Color.
That wasn't a
more
sitcom.
Skits. That was more skits. Yeah.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
That was a good show.
It was.
We saw him in concert too. He was funny. Really funny.
This is a show I've never watched. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I've never watched it.
That 70s show. I never watched that one either.
It's not bad. They did a really nice job of getting the 70s, showing what the 70s were like.
And then How I Met Your Mother. And then you and I talked about Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
You didn't get into this one with me. Jay and I are on the same page on this one, but I really like Schitt's Creek.
And by the way, somebody who we know very well, it was there's I know, Jay Bird's wife, Diana. That was hers.
That was her favorite?
Schitt's Creek, yeah.
I love that show. I know I've tried to get you to watch it with me. You didn't love it.
I have probably watched somewhere between 5 and 10 of them, and it is funny. Okay, it is, but I just can't get over the one guy. There's a couple people that I just don't like in that show.
I feel like it's one of those shows that when it ended, I missed them. Like I missed their dynamic. They just make me happy when I see them on. But I do think you have to
Even though they were shallow as can be.
They're so shallow. That's literally the beauty of them.
But earlier you were ripping on somebody because they were so shallow.
Well, the point about...
it was All in the Family.
No, it was Friends.
Oh, yeah. Well, forget that show. Yeah.
No, but in Schitt's Creek... That's kind of the funny part of it is just how shallow they are. But over time, they're having to learn to be like normal human beings,
yeah.
like live like the rest of us. Anyway, it's just a fun show. It's really It's not too deep. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And I really enjoyed that one. But I do have some questions for you.
Okay.
So out of all the shows that we've been naming, I know we know what our favorites are. What do you think had which sitcom had the best writing?
Well, I mean, Seinfeld.
You think
Larry
it would
David.
be?
I think Larry David is brilliant. And then Curb Your Enthusiasm was even more brilliant because he was allowed to do whatever he wanted to do because it was on HBO, you know?
Right.
That's not saying I like the cussing and stuff like that, but he could do things that he couldn't do on regular
He didn't
TV.
really have any boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did whatever he wanted to do. He'd take off for like 2 years and then do another year. I mean, the guy was crazy. He's crazy.
So here's a question. We've talked a little bit about this. Which sitcom do you think was the most influential?
Well, All in the Family by far.
You think it was that one?
But there were other ones like the Jeffersons. That was the first time a black man ever had a big owned the dry cleaning places and lived in a really nice place. I mean, that was the first time they ever showed that on TV.
I loved that show.
By the way, the Jeffersons came from All in the Family. You know that.
I didn't realize
He was on All in the Family.
Really?
He was a neighbor, and they used to fight each other, and everybody loved George Jefferson. And then they gave him his own show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did love that show.
Oh,
I watched that one
hilarious.
a lot. I watched
that show
one.
was hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say that one for MASH too. I think MASH kind of changed everything.
Yeah, I would agree
with that.
I think Seinfeld was very influential in the fact that it showed single people and how shallow they could be, but in New York City and what they were doing and stuff. I thought that there wasn't a lot of that over the years of showing a lot of single people.
I don't know if that was
A lot of sitcoms had
influential.
married people.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody married in that show.
No, that's true.
They were all single.
Nobody could be married to any of those characters.
You're right.
Okay, here's one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was the best ensemble? So forget what show you like best.
Seinfeld.
You think it would be Seinfeld?
I mean, it's hard to beat Seinfeld. I think Modern Family is up there. Trying to think of like big cast of there are a lot of good people.
I think The Office is up there.
The Office is definitely up there. That's a really good one.
All those different eccentric personalities.
Jim was just great, man.
So funny. Love him.
Now he plays tough guys.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna say the same thing for every show. I feel like best background comedy. So if you just don't want to think and you just want it on in the background, which one would you put on?
Seinfeld.
Yeah, we go to sleep to him almost every night.
Seinfeld. I mean, the show is ridiculous. I mean, it's just incredible how good it was.
Which show makes you laugh the hardest? See, for me, I'm going to say The Office.
Yeah, The Office, yeah.
It really...
But maybe we don't laugh at Seinfeld as much because we've seen every episode 20 times.
I just don't think Seinfeld, it makes you laugh, but you don't do the belly laughs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like The Office makes
Modern
me belly
Family
laugh.
will make you belly laugh.
It will. It was a toss-up between those two.
I think Office is probably the ticket, yeah, because he'll just say some things that are the dumbest things you've ever heard, and he just treats people so bad that you laugh. You know, the people he works with, he just says things to them, and you laugh.
Well, because he's so inappropriate.
Oh, he's terrible. Yeah.
He's just so... I saw just a clip the other day, and it was bloopers, because my phone knows, my algorithm knows I love this. But it was bloopers, and he was in the conference room with him, and he was talking about diabetes. And he looks at Stanley, and Stanley says, "Why do you always assume I have diabetes?" And he goes, "You drink an apple juice and tell me you don't have diabetes." And so Stanley just gets up to walk out, and he stands up and he makes this noise. And he goes, "See, right there, just that noise you said when you stood up. Everybody knows you got diabetes." And everybody in the room just dies laughing, like they cannot hold it together.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean,
but it's
that's good
so
stuff.
Inappropriate. But if you've ever worked in an office setting, you usually aren't laughing, but the amount of inappropriate things that happen on a
not
day
anymore.
Oh, I think so.
It's. I'm telling you, man, with all the stupid things we
Jay
test,
posts pictures of someone who's doing her toenails in the office conference room.
Yeah,
right?
but Jay, he shouldn't do that. But listen, Jay will tell you though. Nowadays, you got to take all these tests, and you got to take all these tests and everything.
I know that, but the point is that if you've worked in an office, which I did for a long time, the amount of inappropriate stuff that happens, I think that's why I just feel like that show is.
Well, I've never
classic.
worked in an office, so I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Best side character. So not main character.
Kramer.
So for me, it was a toss up between Kramer and Dwight.
Dwight.
I don't know. Dwight was pretty
Was
funny.
So off his rocker, that guy. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. I worked in technology, and so there were a couple Dwights that I worked with. And
Jim was a good one, though, too.
He's a really good one. Okay, best TV.
By the way, we're not even talking about Curb Your Enthusiasm. They had great ones.
That's true.
What's her name? Susie. I mean, are you kidding me? She's one of the most psychotic people I've ever seen.
No, I don't like her as much as I like her husband.
Her husband is great too.
He's Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff with him is hilarious.
Yeah. And then the black dude.
Yeah. I never remember his name.
He is a superstar, that guy. I mean, he is great. He had him on as a guest like a couple times, and then he just said, I need to have this guy as a regular. That's how good he is.
I think
and then remember, who did he have on? What's her name?
I think he just surrounds himself with people that make him laugh.
Right, but who's the woman he was with lately that he had a relationship with?
Oh, yeah.
What's her name?
RFKJ's wife. Is that who you're talking about?
No, that's the other woman.
The
I'm talking
comedian.
about the comedian that had a show on HBO and everything. What's her name?
Okay, don't keep going. I'm going to ask you another question, and we'll come back to that.
I can see her face.
Best couple out of all the.
Is that to be like that they love each other, or it doesn't matter if they love each other?
Your favorite sitcom couple?
Well, it might be Jeff and Susie.
Oh, funny.
They got to be up there. I do like Al Bundy and Sofia Vergara. I think they're a good couple. Of course, Phil and his wife are a good couple.
I said Phil and Claire.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They're my favorite.
That's a good one.
Some people put down Jim and Pam.
Yeah, but they weren't a couple for half of it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to think of any other couples in other shows. Of course, I mean, I don't know how you can beat Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore, right? How can you beat that? Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore?
I mean, for you. I wasn't a big fan of hers. Rob, I didn't enjoy it.
I love that show.
Okay.
You know what's a good show that had a good song?
Tell me.
The Patty Duke Show.
You know what?
'Cause we're cousins.
That's a really good point. I mean, I feel like the sitcom,
the really old ones,
music, it was just as good as, it kind of got you excited, got you ready for it.
Yeah. What do you got? Did you find her name?
I'm having to put this in here because she doesn't just pop up.
I can see her too. Oh, that makes me. While you're doing that, let me tell a little bit about the great people at Rob's Ranch that I was out there today. I mean, I'm telling you, it's amazing what these people do, man. And I'm so happy to be a very small part. If you know anybody, and I mean anybody that's a man or a woman or a family, because they now have an outpatient in Edmond, but mostly men, they really get it out there with men. And the thing about it is that the men, when they're addicted to something, they affect everybody. I mean, I know there's a lot of women's lib now, but men are usually the leaders of the household. And if they're drunk or high or something like that, the whole household, everybody gets messed up. So let's get them help at Rob's Ranch. It's a Christ-based a place where they take care of people and they make sure that you're going to live your life the way they need to. So Rob's Ranch, we love them so much.
Where miracles happen.
That's right. Did you get the name yet?
Tracy Ullman.
Tracy Ullman. You're exactly right. She was good.
She was really funny.
Really funny. I mean, she played that part so good.
Yeah. No, they were.
That's what I love about Larry David. Larry David, he will, if he finds somebody like you said that makes him really laugh, he'll just fire them out there and let them do what they want. Man.
Yeah.
Remember that funky girl? Remember? What's her name?
I hate when you do this. What's her name? I don't know.
No, but what's her name that she had in the show?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. She was unbelievable.
I was like, don't make me look up somebody else.
Never mind. Don't worry about it. Anyway, good stuff, man. A lot of great sitcoms over the years. We don't really watch sitcoms anymore.
We
doing.
watch them every night. That's my point. We watch reruns.
We watch reruns. I'm
Yes.
talking about the ones now. Are there
It's
any
true.
good ones now? I don't know. I don't even think they are any good anymore.
I don't
People
know.
are watching shows like we do.
But I think here's the point to all of it is just find things that make you laugh. I
Right.
feel like
You need to
it's
laugh.
good for your health. We need more joy in our lives.
I make you laugh all the time.
You do make me laugh. Sometimes you're not happy that I'm laughing at you.
Yeah, that's not supposed. You're not supposed to be happy. You're not. That's no. I want only times when I want you to laugh, not when you're laughing at me because I'm a yardbird.
You do both ways. I laugh all the time.
Okay, you had to turn it here at the end.
You keep me
didn't you?
laughing
Had to come
all the
after me at
time.
the end. All right, we've got a really long one today. You know, one of the top 10 lawyers that does injury law, right, is our man,
Our friend.
J.R. Holmesy. And
Yes.
we love the man. We really do. And yeah, he's voted one of the top 10 in the entire state of Oklahoma. And we had a terrible accident, and it was bad. I'm telling you, our car got totaled, and Julie was really messed up. I'm like strong like bull. I got out, but Julie was hurting. And he did everything for us, from the doctors to the fight of the other insurance, nothing. We didn't do anything. We just sat around, and he said, what about this? Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, we got us a settlement, and it really helped. He's the best
But got
there
us
is.
the help we needed. So
He's the best there is.
If you ever find yourself in a position like that, God forbid, but if you do, call J.R. Holmesy and Associates.
405-524-1011, 524-1011. I'm looking forward to some comedy. We're going to laugh some more.
I can't wait.
All right. Love you, girl.
I love you.
Thank you so much for listening. And by the way, tell your friends and your family all about it. Also, don't forget, we have a YouTube channel now, Julie and Jim Traber Podcast. So you can watch it and go there and just tell everybody. We want it to go through the roof.
Subscribe, like it, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening right here to the Julie and Jim Traber Podcast.